Hello everybody and welcome to Magia Record or Magia Record. It's probably Magia Record. Episode 4 anime review. Now that I've got into my head this is not going to be a clone, if you will, of the original. I'm going to just enjoy it for what it is, and that's a lighter, fluffier magical girl story, and it's pretty alright. I'm enjoying it. It's not blowing me away, but I'm enjoying it. This episode we met another magical girl. That's the one thing that's throwing me off a little bit. There's way too many characters. To give them all proper time, but whatever. Introduced to another magical girl. There was she punched some meat at the beginning, we'll get to that. And then they investigated another rumour, which I assume is what we're going to be doing. But there'll be like mini 2-episode arcs or whatever. It'll be like, this is 2 episodes is this rumour, 2 episodes is this rumour, 2 episodes is this rumour. And then as they go through it, she'll recover a little bit of information, is what I'm thinking we're gonna go for. And at some point the main cast will show up and be like the original cast, sorry, not the main cast. The original cast will show up and they'll have a big old battle royale. That's just what I want. I'm an easy man to please. But anyway, let's dive into this episode real quick and get right into it. Let's go. So we open up with Iroha getting some Chinese food, which, fair enough, I like an old Chinese takeaway now and then. So she looks in and there's a girl punching some meat, which, fair enough, but then we go back in time to before this, after the opening. Everyone that was taken by the chain witch is what I'm trying to say. They've all reappeared and everything, happy days. They talk about rumours for a bit. I think there was some references in there about like a TV, like Midnight Channel, it seemed like. There's probably some other stuff in there too. I feel like they were references. Then they deduce, Iroha's like, maybe Ui's connected to the rumours, so I'm going to keep investigating that because that's the only lead I got really. She gets given a flyer by the coordinator, I think it is, and the flyer takes her to the Chinese restaurant where we were at the beginning. And that's also the only appearance of the other 3 magical girls, Reina and the other 2, Kaide and Momoko is the other one. That's their only appearance this episode. I don't think they're going to be main characters, if that makes sense. Fast forward to the Chinese restaurant. Surino is the girl. She's a magical girl as well, which apparently she just like wrote it on the flyers like, magical girls eat free, which, shouldn't you be keeping it at least a little bit of a secret? Is that just me that thinks that? Like, it feels like they're way more open about it in this show than in the original. I don't want to keep comparing, but it's the same world. I'm allowed to compare for that. Maybe it's just the Kamihama City is they're just aware of it, because there do seem to be magical girls around every corner. So there is that. It's free for magical girls to food, so why wouldn't you just show up claiming to be a magical girl? That's just what I'm thinking. There's probably a test, but they probably look for one of them stones. What are they called? Not grief seeds. That's the things you get from witches. The stones. Soul gem. Is that it? I think that's it. But yeah, then she wants to score for her food and everything. They're consistently average, this Chinese place, 50% all the time. Good stuff. Better to be average than less than average, I guess. And then she's like, I'm going to introduce you to someone who can help us with the rumours. I wonder who it could be. I called it pretty. As soon as she said it, I was like, I know who that's going to be. Let's find out who it was though. Psych, it was Yachiyo the whole time. She's the not Homura girl. The next rumour we're investigating is called the Seance Shrine. It lets people see people who they want to see. I don't think they ever mentioned specifically they had to be dead. And in fact, I think on the Reddit or whatever, someone said they saw their ex-boyfriend, who I'm going to assume wasn't dead. But maybe they do have to be dead. In fact, that would make sense with the story, that they do have to be dead. That would make more sense. They're at a shrine, but that's not the shrine they need to be at. They explore a little bit. They get an ad for the town. It's like, dude, walk like in this old story type thing, which is fair enough, They seem convinced this was connected to the Seance Shrine. I'm like, isn't that just a town ad? Like a thing to boost things in the town? Like, what's the word? Boost the economy? What do you, whatever, I guess. But then they have like a little montage where some girl tries to pick a fight with Iroha. Not sure what that was about. I'm assuming that's a thing that was in the game and was sort of cut, but not really cut because it's kind of there. But they didn't really go super deep into it. That's just what I'm thinking anyway. Then we hear a story about a woman and a man, and they loved each other. But then the man got killed by her fiance. So then she saw him again as a ghost later on. But then there was a thingy Yachio's like there's a secret ending, and I'm like, brilliant. These old legends have got secret endings. What are the unlock conditions? You have to beat it on the hardest difficulty. That's a video game joke. We got him here. Basically, she killed everyone in the town to see her beloved bloke as a ghost again. So, don't do that. Don't do that at all. Iroha talks about how she's jealous of the friendship between Sereno and Yachio for a bit. And even though Yachio, it doesn't seem too bothered, to be completely honest. Iroha has no friends. It's basically why was that girl from the first episode? I know she was anime original. Someone told me, but like, why would you have an anime original character for one episode? Like, she's just disappeared off the face of the planet. I'm sure she'll come in later on. And in fact, if this isn't going to be doing the whole story of the game, which I've heard it might not be, from people who've played the game, it's like there's not enough episodes. Maybe they'll finish it with an arc involving her or something. I don't know. Anyway, then they end up back at the shrine. Turns out this publicity for the town was not related to the Seance Shrine at all. Who could have guessed? On the way home, Yachio has a realization that she can get more food if she drags them into helping her. So that's what she does. She drags them to the store because there's a sale on. But it's limited sale. You can only get 2 items per customer. So more customers, you get more stuff, more bang for your buck, as they say. And yeah, then they're there doing the shopping. They see a labyrinth because we haven't had a witch fight this episode, and we need to have a bit of action every episode. Felt kind of weird, to be honest. They all fight a little bit. Iroha is useless as usual in these fights. Feel like she should definitely work on getting a bit stronger before the end of the episode. I wouldn't mind if we just had she was training off screen and just a little montage of it. Just something to make her more powerful would be nice. They get to do some teamwork and defeat the witch. It's fairly alright. We see Surino, she's got like fire. She hits the ceiling at one point. That was because I think Iroha buffed her, but she wasn't expecting it. That's how I interpreted it anyway. After this, they miss the sale, but that leads Yachio to realise, time limit. So then they go back to the shrine, where they deduce that the true place of the Seance Shrine, the path, only appears at night. They just hop over the gate. It's pretty funny, actually. They just like the gate, like that, just bonk, because they got super jumps because they're magical girls. Baby Cube's in there again. Want to know something to do with Baby Cubo? Yachio and Iroha write names because Iroha writes Ui's name, Yachio writes someone else's name, but it would have been the same person Surino would have wanted, so she didn't write a name. Also, like, what if she had wrote a name? Would there be 2 of that character at the end? Who knows? Surino gets grabbed from behind because she didn't write by the ReZero hand and has to fight the ReZero hand. And then the other 2, Yachio and Iroha, appear in like a bridge area, like an old school bridge. I don't really know what to call it. Ui's there, but it doesn't look like Ui. And then Yachio sees a girl called Mifuyu, who I'm going to assume is one of their magical girlfriends who died. That's just what I think. But yeah, and then yeah, that's the end of the episode. I assume next episode they'll rack around defeating this labyrinth. Or is it a labyrinth because it might not be a witch? Who knows? That's another thing they said. That rumour witches might not even be witches. There might be something completely different and something far more dangerous or unpredictable is a good word. But that was the end of the episode. Yeah, I'm enjoying this series. Like I said, I was a bit disappointed with going in a different... It's not as dark as original, but hey, I'm still enjoying it as more of a light and fluffy thing. It's good. One complaint, might be a bit too many characters. Like, I prefer they focus on a small group, but you know, with a gacha magical girl game, you know, adapted to anime, that was always bound to happen. Not sure what the idea is with the girl who was angry at Iroha. Don't remember her from any previous episodes, so who knows. But yeah, that was the end of this week. As I said, I'm just going to wrap up here. Thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing and liking and commenting and other good stuff. Check out the main channel as well. There's stuff over there. I will see you next week for another episode of this. And bye, guys.